And then we come to the title fight. Is that right? The next one's the title fight?
Main event, baby.
Tell me what
it's a title eliminator, not a title fight.
Okay, title eliminator. Break it down for me. This is the big one.
This one is a little bit scary. So Jack the Joker Hermansson, we bet on him, if you recall, just about 2 weeks ago when he fought David Branch, and we cashed a nice big underdog line there. This kid's on a rocket ship for the top of the division. He is legit, and he's got some of the scariest ground and pound the UFC's ever seen. Jacare Souza is winding down towards the end of his career. I think he's 39 years old, but he's been a perennial top 3, top 5 guy the entire time and is banging on his chest for a title shot that the UFC has just never quite given him. He was going to get a title shot, but he fought Kelvin Gastelum, who we saw fight for the interim title just about a month ago, but he lost that by split decision. It was razor thin close, and a lot of people thought that Jacare won that fight. So he's angry, he's pissed off. The Joker's on a quick turnaround coming off that first round submission victory, and I actually think that may go against him. He's the younger rising star here, but he's stepped up in competition 2 times in his career. Both of those times he's gotten finished. One by submission, one by knockout. He's taking a massive step up in competition here against a guy who could legitimately be the champion in this division. And his greatest strength is ground and pound. If he goes to the ground with a guy like Jacare Souza, he's going right in Jacare's wheelhouse. If they decide, you know what, we're both good on the ground, we want to keep it standing, Jacare's got brutal knockout power that he's developed, and he really showed us in his 3-round fight with Kelvin Gastelum and his knockout of Chris Weidman. I think Jacare wins this fight everywhere. The Joker's a prospect. The Joker's a kid that I like moving forward, and in a lot of spots, I don't blame anybody for taking the dog shot on the Joker, but I can't fade Jacare.
Wow. Unbelievable. So then, Jacare, if you want Jacare, it keeps going up. It's minus 200 at Bet Online.
I would take him inside the distance. This is a 5-round title fight. I don't see this going the distance. One of these guys is going to submit the other. One of these guys is going to knock the other out. There's no way they can take the damage that both guys can output over the course of this 5-round fight. So you might be able to get him around minus 170, something like that. If you want Jacare, you got to lay the wood. So if you're not interested in laying the wood on this fight, I would suggest passing. Sprinkle on the underdog if you want to sweat or something like that. Maybe take the under if it's sitting around 2.5.
Wow, wild. And do you have a parlay on this card? Or are you still working on that?
Still working on that. I need the totals. They weren't out when I broke down the card. I've got a couple of spots that I like. I'm looking at for the totals. I want to tie maybe 3 or 4 of them together, something like that. But really, what I suggest on this card is drop your unit size just a little bit if you're going to tail all of my action, because we're taking 9 plays, 8 of them are underdogs. There's going to be some variance there. I don't foresee a sweep on this kind of a card with the underdog shots that I'm taking. So we're just coming, we're looking to go 5-4, 6-3, something like that, hoping we come out on top on the picks with all these plus lines. So lower the variance a little bit. Don't go nuts hammering these things.
Beautiful stuff. What a treat it is to roll with you, Animarak. Man, love you so much. Tell us about where we can find you on Twitter and a little more about your podcast.
Well, I do the podcast breaking down every single fight. I go a little more in depth than we do here because I've got more time to goof around and try to have some fun with it. It's the Die Hard MMA podcast. You can find me on Twitter at Die Hard MMA Pod. We're creeping up on that 1,000 followers mark. We're at about 750 right now. So things are going well. I'm enjoying it. And we are damn near close to 40 units since the beginning of 2019. I think I'm plus 37.5 units right now after last week's card.
Spectacular work. Thank you so much for joining us. I will be tailing this action. It worked very well for me last week, so I will be tailing, and I'll be in touch, my man. I'll be in touch.
Love it.
Thank you so much for joining us. All right.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now, we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.